Hello everybody, welcome back to Mano's Minecraft. How have you guys been? I have been alright, and I've gotten a lot of work done since last episode, and I'm very excited to show you guys. So, we saw this door. I did very slight modification to it. I simply removed the pressure plates from here and added a button because I didn't want zombies walking in whenever they felt like it. Still works exactly the same. I also added another one of those doors to the back entrance of the center over here. So, exact same thing. It also was brought to my attention that I did not show some of the wiring. So I'm going to do that right now. It's really simple. So you have the redstone that the pressure plates and the button are connected to. The button's connected to this right here. Comes over here through this hole. And there's a piston underneath this block, which forms a pulse limiter. And it turns this redstone pulse from the button into a 1-tick pulse and gives it to every single other piston in the whole network. And you can see this is for the pressure plates. They go here, and this is another piston right there. And they both feed into the same line, power everything all at once, which creates that 1-tick pulse and opens and closes the door. So that's how I fit it. So there's that. More changes to the base. I have added these little slits. They're nice. I really like how they turned out. You can come up, we've got lights on both sides. Look out, and there's everything you need. And then this half is for the armor, and that half is for the weapons. And this is basically whatever I find off of mobs, zombies and skellies, or whatever I happen to have that I don't need anymore. Just stick them in there, and pretty much whatever. And down here, these bottom chests, they can be for additional room if I run out, or for books that have enchantments ready to be placed on these armors or tools. So you can see these are all of my picks, swords, shovels, and axes. So same thing on there. Other than that, pretty much all the work I have done on the base, as you can see, is visuals. Getting the first and a half floor pretty much finalized, and the second floor, the ideas are there. I just need to stick with a thought. So we'll go up here, and this is what we have. So this is what it would look like when it's all done. We'd have our chests and our item frames. Now this whole upper half is going to be for items that don't have a placeable block form. So like saplings, they're technically not a block, but you can place them. Same with mushrooms, and those represent the pumpkins and the melons, or at least the seed portions of them. So that's that. So things up here, they'd be like steak, leather, flint, slime balls, mob drops, just stuff like that. And we have a lot. I believe these are 9 per slot. So 9 times 2 is 18, times 4, that is a lot. That is just under 40, or sorry, just under 80 different items we could have, which is probably more than we need, but that's okay, because if we don't need them, we'll just tear them out. But here's the predicament I have for this. This is a 5-wide border, very nice. Nice and spacious, big area to do a floor design like we have done below. However, if we come down here, we can see it overhangs a lot. And one thing I wanted to do is this middle area, I'd like to have this also extend up. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, we will be making a mob farm soon. A sky mob farm. The mobs would fall down this center, we deal with them on the second floor, and then we can either kill them or send them off to that location, which is partly the reason why we didn't change it at all. So if we were to keep this out as far as it is, then we would have about 4 blocks space from here to here to deal with, of room to design. And I think that is kind of not a lot of space. So there's something that we have to take into consideration. Another option I have thought of is changing it from 5 wide to 3 wide, and this is how it would look if we were like running through. This is how it would feel if we were looking up here back against the walls. If we're looking at it, we can see everything easily. It's just, I don't know if this is how I want it to be or not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If I should tear this out or not. And the thing with the 5 wide also is, this, where the wood is, there is a half slab underneath. But in the block behind it and the one here, there is no half slab. And there's stairs underneath these. And that can cause problems, because if we want to make a floor design, well, we'd see it on the bottom. We could, however, plug it up with half slabs, but lighting issues. I've been just fiddling around with it for a little bit. I've been adding some pumpkins behind them to see if that will help at all. I'll be right back, guys. Phone's ringing. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, getting back to the lighting, I just went up and threw a couple pumpkins behind these stairs, and it seems to have fixed that. So that may be a feasible option for us right now. But let me know what you guys think, because I'll show you. That center area, I want it to be at the same level as the second story, which is at level 80. And if we come over here, we can see we match up on the color blocks of wool. And the chests technically are not under them. The chests are technically under this. And if we were to go with this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 wide space that would be a bridge at these 3 areas, not there because the 2 would be there, but it'd be a bridge. And it would, I'm not sure if it would look silly or not, because our platform would be like right here. So if we were to look at this, I don't know, I think that might be too little. But you know, we'll disregard that for now. Let me know what you guys think. If the time comes where there's nothing really left for us to do except build, then we'll just build it, make the bridges and all, and if we don't like how it looks, we can always push it back and just compress the floor. Like we had this was a 5 wide design, and we made it fit into a 3 wide here, so we could easily change it. But besides that, what to do today? Oh, actually, before we get on to what we're doing today, I have to show you. I'm pretty sure I finished the whole front half of this base. So we'll come around here and we see this, a little balcony. I'm thinking of putting like flower pots up here for design. Maybe we'd put in some dirt and wrap it with trapdoors or fences, we can try things out, but not today. Not yet. And I did that, and then we've got this kind of overlooking balcony right here. And I think this looks pretty nice. Sleek, clean. If we come out and look, this is what we've got. I added these logs here that kind of look like sideburns, you could say. Kind of funny. These lights were a pain to wire in because of the door there. On these windows, I added shutters to make it look nicer. And then I added upside down stairs following the wood path on both sides. And then I topped this with some stairs. And I think it looks pretty nice, to be honest. It looks like it fits together. Let's go up and take a look at this. I think it looks nice. Our base is kind of going to be half outdoorsy, half indoorsy. Just paths going in and out and all that. But I say we get on with the episode a little bit. So I told you guys we're going to be building a mob trap. Well, we're not going to be building it today. We will be building it soon, however. And to help us with that, we are going to need some caves to be lit up, because we still have a lot more caves to light, believe it or not. So for today, first thing we're going to do is we are going to set out and build 8 X-ray machines. And along with that, I want to maybe make them look nice. If not, no big deal. I can always go and do that on my own. But I saw this trick. I was watching a video with BOO, and I saw him do this. And this is like the cheapest way you can make an X-ray machine. So you just dig a hole, put fences, and then place your redstone blocks, and then you have the cheapest X-ray machine that I know of. And this is a really easy way and really mobile way to take an X-ray machine on the go. And we can take it with us wherever we want. We can set it down real quick. It takes like 5 seconds to place. Look around, go down, light up any caves we have left, jump back up, and we're good to go. So that's what I am considering, or that's what we're going to do today. So first thing, this gravel, whatever you call it, tower is the center of our base. And this sits at 6343. So I'm going to write that down. Gotta get a pad and pencil really quick. Alright, so we're sitting at 6343. And I think to get the most space efficient, we can go 128 blocks in every direction. So we would have, here's the center, we'd have 128 blocks that way, we'd have an X-ray. 128 that way, 128 that way, 128 that way, and then we'd also get the corners too. So wherever these two would meet up. So I'm going to I'm going to get all the coordinates for our X-ray machines calculated, and then I will see you at each of those spots. Alright guys, here we are at the first one to the south at 34,192. 192. 192. So we're right here at the edge of the water. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. 192. So for our X-ray, first, let's just mark this area out. We'll pretty it up later. There and there. So this would be our first location. And let's turn it all to cobble. All right. And might as well. So we're just gonna do the most basic style. The we're gonna do the redstone block and fence one because it's easiest to place, to build. I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry, forgot to bring some cobblestone. So yeah, we're just gonna fill this in, make it dirty. It's not really important how it looks at the moment, just that we can use an example of it. So we'd come here and we would dig out whatever, place, place. Come over here and notice that we have a whole ton of caves that have yet to be lit, and that must be lit up. There's a spawner. That's one of our first spawners ever, actually, right there. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do here. Redstone. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to every single spot, set up a X-ray thingy, and then once I am done with that, I will be back with you guys. And of course, one of them is at the bottom of a ravine. 162, 192, right here. Close. Real close. So this is our center. Let's bust that out so we know where to dig. Not so sure how well this at the bottom of a ravine would do for us. But yeah, so just showing you guys where this was. Alrighty guys, that has all been completed. All 8 of those little extra areas have been placed, and there are a lot of caves, fortunately and unfortunately, that have to be lit up. But it gives me something to do between episodes. And I did see a couple of spawners, so more goods for us. So now, let's work on the base. Let's get this done, because news about 1.7 has already been leaked. And there are confirmed new biomes, at least 2. Redwood Forest and Clay Canyons. And confirmed at least 1 obtainable new block, which is unfortunate. And I will tell you why. This whole storage base is pretty much built to size, I would say. All block items within reasonable obtaining, within the realm of being reasonably obtainable, are placed. So yeah, it's easy to get chests. It's easy to get anvils. It's not easy to get a ton of beacons, which is why I don't have a ton of beacons. So everything that needs to be here is here. I'm not going to fill a slot with just a beacon. That's a little ridiculous. This, by the way, is a enchanting table. I just pulled it away because I needed it for the nether. And I'm also out of obsidian. But regardless, so everything that is easily obtainable, there's not like an endgame item, is here and placed, assuming I have gotten to that spot. So like mycelium, which goes right here, and cobweb, which goes right here. I haven't gotten silk touch enchantment on a book, and I haven't gotten to a mushroom biome yet, and I haven't gotten to a stronghold yet, nor have I gotten to the end yet. So those are like the only things that are missing. And because I didn't have a silk touch at the time of these, but I do now, so I could place that. I should just do it right now. But our storage is pretty much done. The only thing I would imagine is not finalized is this back wall here, and items that would go on the top second floor. So aside from all of that, every slot that has everything that needs a slot has a slot. And for example, there may be a new type of tree added in 1.7, and this is all of my woods area. That is like packed, as perfect as it can get. But I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, I already told you guys about the slight predicament we are currently in, involving the 5 wide or 3 wide area here. And we did find out that if we were to put pumpkins behind these, or any light source, I'd like to avoid torches, because torches give off particles that can go through blocks. Pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns do not, and glowstones is fairly expensive, so I'd like to avoid that. So I think we should work a little bit on our basement area, because we really haven't done anything there. So I say we get to it. Now the basement area is going to be a pretty wide open area, because I blew it out for that reason. This isn't going to be the most decorated area or anything. It's supposed to be kind of ugly. And down here, we'll get to that soon. I've got some plans in store for that. But for right now, the basement is going to be for what's the word? I guess mass storage. So you see up here, we've already filled our cobblestone and our smooth stone bricks, and we're putting them up here in their middle room. This is going to be a place for that, and for a little bit more stuff. But really, this basement area is not going to have too many things. It's just going to be kind of open easily. If you're down here, you can get from one corner to the other corner kind of fast and stuff like that. And this is the center, 3464. It goes all the way down. I have it marked down below. And I don't want the basement to be all wood like the top, because that's boring. There's not much designing we could do here, except in the floor, because we have a really big floor. So I want this to kind of be transitioned. We are all wooden up here, and I think that's fine and dandy, but I think we should switch it. So I say, let's stick with what would be for a basement and change it to kind of stone bricks. So we'll keep this here, this line here, but from there downwards, I'd like to see how stone brick looks. So I'm going to swap just this staircase chute with stone bricks, and when that is finished, I will be back with you guys. Alright guys, so I swapped just this one chute out, and this is what we got. So before it used to be all wood, and when you're normally running around here, you don't really see any bit of it until you get close. So it's kind of like the transition from in what your house would look like. Your upstairs to your downstairs, it kind of just, there's a line where it changes, and this is how I made it. I think this is really nice. You can really easily tell, okay, now we're going downstairs to the basement. And when I get the cracked and mossy bricks, of course I'm going to throw them down here to fiddle with the design, but I think this looks nice. You can tell easily that it is the basement. So I like it. I'm just gonna switch out this whole strip, and I want to know what you guys think. If you guys think it looks good, that it fits the idea of what a basement would be, I would like for you guys to let me know in the comments. So if you guys like it, I will change it, and if not, then we'll think of something else that we can do to make the transition to a basement seem more obvious and more appropriate, because you don't really see basements looking exactly the same as upstairs. So I'll switch all this out, and I will be back with you guys. And here we go, guys. So this is what it looks like instead of that. I added the stairs here because when we do finish off this basement, I want this to be the floor. It gives us a nice four tall ceiling, or 4 tall room for us to deal with. Plenty of space, and I personally like it. I think we could add some lighting in the walls, which would make it look really cool. I mean, we do have the ceiling up here, but lighting in the walls is so much cooler. So we could do that. There's really a lot of stuff that we could do. I personally like this look better. And it is bland, but if you imagine a little bit of cracks here, some moss here and there, and you know, we're not only limited to this. There are... Did you guys hear that? That was a piston, wasn't it? What is... Someone's at the front door. I wasn't losing my mind, was I? There we are. Alright, let's sleep the night away. But yeah, we've got a lot of blocks that can go really nicely with stone bricks. We've got obviously the different variety types that are available. We also have... That guy just spawned there. We have netherrack, looks nice with it. Smooth stone, even cobblestone looks good. Sandstone looks good with it. There are a lot of different designs we could try out. So let me know what you guys think about that. Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Come get some. Oh, that's so disappointing. I mean, it's not much, but I need to light this up. That's what I gotta do. There's so much of this stuff that I haven't finished yet. I mean, it's pretty much done. I'm just missing a bunch of lighting. Oh boy. Well, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the basement and about what we should do with the path floor, whether or not we should keep it 5 or lower it down to 3 wide over there so we have more room. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.